Good morning. So lovely to have you with me this morning for our yoga practice. Um, we'll do a little bit of a slower routine this morning with a little more stretching. Um, I know that there was snow shoveling yesterday, so my body needs a little bit extra stretching this morning, and we'll just keep a mindful view because there is a little more work out there today. All right. We'll start our time this morning finding that comfortable seated position. Sitting up tall, shoulders rolling away from the ears. And for our Kapalabhati practice today, we will just take a little bit of a step back, and then over this month we will progress a little bit more. We'll take our 3 rounds, remembering to focus on that exhale. 50, we'll do 50, 60, and then 75 for that 3rd round. If at any point you need to stop, if you start to feel very anxious, if the breath doesn't feel like it's beneficial, then just breathe naturally. Nothing wrong with that. You can always end your rounds early as well if you don't have the endurance for 60 or 75 breaths. Right? That's what we're trying to build here. Couple deep breaths. Letting whatever thoughts enter your mind, just taking note. One more full breath. And then we'll take that half breath in to really focus, exhaling that breath out of the body. Half breath. Exhaling, trying to pause in that emptiness. Filling the lungs. Locking your perineal muscle, filling yourself with breath, and then locking the throat. Gentle release. Full breath. Second round, 60 exhales. Right? Being comfortable with your breath. Half breath in to begin. Exhale completely. Engage your perineal, breath in. Hold at the top. Release. Breath. Final round, 50, 60, 75. Exhales, half breath in to begin. exhale, completely engage. Breathe in. Gentle release. Breathing naturally. Again, we notice what arises. Perhaps stillness arises. Perhaps making a small intention for your day. With all the snow outside today, with that little bit of work still needing to be done, my personal intention is to remain mindful of how I am using my body today. As I'm shoveling, to make sure that I am using all of my strength and not just parts of it. One more breath. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Deep breath in and out. Inhale. Let's bring those arms all the way overhead, getting taller. And then really reach your fingers away from the body, finding length. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach. Feel the fingers getting longer. Exhale, really reach those fingers away from your center. One more time, we lift, inhaling. Fold forward. We start to feel that front leg opening. Maybe feeling some release along your back, along that front outer hip. Slowly, we'll start to roll ourselves up, really keeping the back round. As we sit up tall, we're going to bring that right arm overhead, and then we'll start to lean towards the left. You can put a block under your forearm here, a blanket, if that makes it a little more comfortable, or you can always stay on your hand, but we want to make sure we're not putting too much pressure on that wrist. We try to turn our gaze up as we reach. One more breath in. Take that top arm, we're going to circle it back. Start to sit up just to a straight arm, and then we're going to take another big circle. And then one more big circle. And we sit up. Let's take that left arm up. Bringing your props to the other side. We'll start to lean. Releasing that left side body. A little rotation of the neck. Opening that left side, that left hip. One more breath in. And then let's circle that top arm back. Press up to the palm. And then we'll do another big circle. And then one more. Sit up. Whichever leg is in front, we will extend. Your other foot comes in towards the knee or the thigh. If that doesn't allow you to sit up tall, we bring that foot a little bit more forward. Taking a breath in here, we lift those arms. Then we'll fold towards that foot. As we start to lean, you'll feel that muscle engage. You'll start to feel that stretch turn on. We then soften. Let that knee stay a little soft. Let the toes stay pointing up. And then we'll just slowly move into the stretch. Few breaths. One more deep breath here. We'll start to walk those hands back up, and we'll simply recross the legs in that opposite direction. Straight leg comes in close. From here, we're sitting up tall again. Deep breath. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach to your sides. Again, arms overhead. Exhale, really reaching out, feeling that in your shoulders, maybe even around the neck. I'm feeling it in my clavicles this morning. One more time, we're going to lift. And we start to fold forward. Few full breaths here. Releasing that other hip. Feeling the low back starting to find a little balance. One more breath. And we'll start to walk those hands back up, really rolling up. And roll those shoulders back. If you used a prop the first time when we were doing the side stretch, just grab that again. We're going to inhale, lift the left arm, and we'll start to lean to the right. Hips are grounded. We feel that length on that side. And then we're going to take that left hand, circle in one direction. And then circle in the other. Release those fingers, wiggle them out as you stretch. One more breath in. And then we'll sit up tall. Moving to the other side. Inhale, right arm lifts. And we lean. Hips are grounded, reaching overhead. We feel that side opening even more. Make a fist and circle. Maybe noticing the little variations between each wrist. And then switch direction. As we reach overhead, we'll wiggle those fingers, deep breath in. And then we'll sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back a couple times. Either one shoulder at a time or both. Sometimes it feels nice to take an individual approach. From here, let's come on to, before we come onto our back, we're going to take that right hand in front of us, left hand behind, just a little mini twist. And then we'll start to unwind, left hand to center, right hand behind for a little twist. Not forcing your body to go very far just yet. And then we'll unwind. We'll make our way onto the back. As we come onto the back, we'll bring the knees into the chest and give them a hug. Rocking side to side a couple times. We'll bring our arms out to our sides like the letter T with our palms down, feeling that little rotation around the shoulders. Straighten those legs for a moment, just pointing and flexing the feet. Bending those knees so that the knee is at a 90-degree angle. We're going to draw the knees towards the left. Right hip will lift, and then coming center to the right, and then press those legs out, not totally straight. And then we're going to reverse that circle, coming to the right, center, left, forward. So we feel a little rotation, a little bit of massage on that low back, and some strength in those hip flexors. Again, we circle to the left, center, right, out, right, center, left, out. One more time in each direction. We inhale for the first half and exhale as we extend. Straighten those legs, bring them up towards the sky, hands behind the legs. Flex the feet. Bend the right knee into your chest, left leg to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lift that left leg straight back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Extend the right leg. Bend the left. Hug it to the chest. Right leg to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, lift that right leg straight up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Extend the left leg, flex the feet, arms come overhead. Legs to the earth. We're going to try to, don't try to lower them at the same time just yet. We'll bend the knees and extend. We just try to have the legs moving together. Inhale, those arms are overhead. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling up and folding forward. We didn't do that before. Slowly roll up. When we had our legs crossed, that opposite cross, we did not do that straight leg. The first fold that I did was over my right leg. So I'm going to draw that right foot in, sitting up tall, and then folding over my left leg. Whichever leg you did not take this forward fold over, we're going to hold there for a couple breaths now. One more breath. We start to walk our hands up, rolling up. Draw those knees in. Give them a hug. From here, we're going to rock back and forth a couple times, and once you feel that momentum, we'll try to cross the ankles and roll over the feet to come onto the hands and the knees. If your body is already telling you, no, I don't want to do that, then just make your way to your hands and your knees, or you can roll on your back a little bit and then gently make your way there. We have to listen to ourselves this early in the morning. Inhale to rock back, and we exhale to rock up. We try to keep ourselves as rounded as possible so we can feel that massage along the entire length of our spine. We'll take about 3 rolls and then proceed to the hands and the knees. Inhale back, exhale up. And we'll make our way, just so nice, to our hands and our knees. As we come to the hands and the knees, we'll take some rounds of cat and cow, further releasing that spine, finding space between each vertebrae. We inhale as the belly drops, looking ahead. And we exhale round. Really drawing that belly button in, finding strength. One more breath, and we'll go back to a wide leg child's pose. We'll keep our elbows up off the mat this time, coming onto fingertips, so we get a little more length in that upper back. On your next breath, we're going to walk the hands to the right. Left side body opens. Shifting those hands back to center, we'll walk them over to the left, feeling that right side open and release. Back to center. One more breath. Elbows down, hands relaxed. From here, we're going to roll up to sit on the feet for one moment, perhaps releasing some air from the joints. Moving to downward facing dog. As we come into down dog, we'll pedal out those legs. Getting a little more length in those thighs and calves. Looking towards the hands, we're going to tiptoe the feet forward, tiny steps to a forward fold. Take a half breath. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Soften those knees a little. Inhale, halfway up, straightening the legs, engaging those thighs. Exhale, softening as you fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, soften. Tiptoe your feet back to plank pose. Take a breath in, and we'll go back to down dog. Pedal out the legs. And then we're going to look towards those feet and walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale, come halfway up. Fold. Again, halfway. Fold. Halfway. Fold. Grabbing hold of opposite elbows, shaking the head yes and no. Let your hands fall to the earth, and for just one breath, we're going to take our fingertips to the base of our skull, drawing the chin towards the chest. And in this position, you will start to feel the entire body turning on, like all of your backside fascia. Just adding a little bit of weight to the head. One more breath. Hands to the earth. Bend those knees, coming all the way down. Inhaling. And we're going to rise with those arms out like wings. Open to your side. Tadasana. Standing nice and tall. Rolling those shoulders back. Inhale, bring those arms overhead. Grab the left wrist. Lean right. Inhale back to center to switch. And we lean left. Inhale back to center. Release those hands. And we'll dive down over the legs. Halfway up with your heart. Fold. Hands walk forward to plank pose. Take a breath in and out. One more in. Down dog. Inhaling back to plank to drop the knees, the chest and the chin. Lifting that heart for cobra. Release. Again, let's lift to cobra. And lower. One more time, lift. And lower. From here, bend that right knee, try to grab that foot, press the hip down. Deep breath, lengthening that front hip. Release to switch. Couple breaths. Release. Inhale, lift the heart for cobra. Earth. Child's pose to down dog. From down dog, we're pedaling out the legs for one more breath. And then we're stepping that right foot between the hands. Drop that back knee, take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to shift those hips back, flex the front foot. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, shift back. Keep moving in this pattern, inhaling forward. Exhaling back. We have 3 more cycles like this. On your next inhale, we'll ground that front foot. Bring the arms up overhead. As we exhale, we start to straighten the leg. We're going to keep that toe grounded as we fold just halfway. Inhale, we bend and lift. Exhale, straighten just halfway. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, straight half. Feeling the body really strengthen here. Awakening all those tiny muscle fibers. Couple more. Last one. From here, we're going to drop the left hand to the inside of that foot and then reach that right arm up. Try to keep your hips even. We feel it all in the outer right hip, maybe into that low back and the shoulders. Top shoulder is away from the ear. One more inhale. Hand to the earth, bend that right knee. Step back to down dog. Inhale, we're coming into plank pose, top of that push-up. Hold. One more breath in. Knees, chest, and chin. Lifting your heart for cobra. We release to the earth. One more time, lift. And lower. Bend that left knee, grab that foot. Hip opens, maybe a little mini back bend. One more inhale. And we'll switch. One more breath. Release. Lift for cobra, inhale. Lower. Child's pose to down dog. Breathe. Next breath, we're stepping that left foot between the hands. Right knee comes down. It's tight today. Inhale here. As we exhale, we'll shift those hips back, flexing that front foot. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Keep moving, few more rounds. Inhale. And exhaling. Forward. and back. Forward and back. One more time, forward and back. Next, inhale, we bend that front knee, lifting the arms overhead. As we exhale, toes stay down, we shift the hips back, folding forward halfway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Feel that strength. Exhale. One more time. Exhaling forward, and we hold. Right hand comes to the inside of that left foot. Hips try to stay centered as we reach the left arm up. Be mindful not to let that shoulder reach the ear. Breathe. One more breath in. Hand to the earth. Step back to down dog. Pedal out those legs. Child's pose. Deep breath. Down dog. Breathing. On your next inhale, we're stepping that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Twist to the right. Right arm reaches up. We take a breath in here. As we exhale, we're going to thread under, drawing that navel to the spine. On our next inhale, we're going to drop that back knee, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, as we thread, we lift the back knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread, knee up. Inhale, twist. Exhale, thread, knee up. Inhale, twist, knee up. Down dog. Pedal out the legs. Next, inhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Reach that left arm up. Deep breath in. Thread that arm under, navel to spine. Inhale, knee down as we twist. Exhale, thread as you lift. Inhale, knee down, twist. Thread and lift. Inhale, knee down, twist. Thread and lift. Inhale, knee up, twist. Down dog. Breathe. Child's pose. Hands by the heels, grabbing them if you can. Start to roll up to sit on the heels. Hero pose. Hands in the lap. Eyes are closed. Shoulders away from the ears. Couple breaths. Seeing what arises in this space. Feeling that compression in the knees, the opening of the ankles. Let's come onto those knees, arms overhead, drop the right hand behind. Right hand comes around towards the left shoulder, left hand to the elbow again, reaching across the body. Feeling firm from the belly button down. Knees are engaged, hips and thighs are engaged, holding you steady. Arms come back overhead, left hand behind, right hand to that elbow. And then release, left hand towards that right shoulder, and then you draw across. Big breath. Release those arms, bring them wide, palms turn up, we look up. Hands to the low back. Engage those hips a little more, engage those glutes a little more, hips press forward, we look up, baby camel. Couple deep breaths. Sitting up tall, coming onto the hands and the knees. Walking the knees forward and wide, about as wide as your mat, maybe even a little wider. Don't worry, no frog pose. Cross those ankles and we rock back to our seat and come all the way on to the back. Hugging those knees into the chest, rocking side to side. Right foot will come flat, left ankle to the right knee. Thread those hands to the back of the right thigh or the front of that calf, as long as the shoulders stay away from the ears and towards the earth. If you start to feel this lift of the shoulders in the upper back, bring the hands back more, a little bit towards the earth, even if you can just grab that thigh. We don't want to compromise one part of our body in order to achieve something in another. Feeling the breath starting to slow down, the heart slowing down. One more deep breath here. Release that right foot. We'll switch left foot. Well, take that left leg all the way out. Give it a little shake. And then we'll place that foot flat. Right ankle to that left knee towards the chest. Hands to the back of that thigh, maybe the shin. Breathing. Couple more breaths. One more. Release that left leg. Extend that right. Give it a little shake. Knees come into the chest. We rock side to side just a couple of times, and then we're going to drop those knees to the right. Knees are stacked. Right hand can rest on top of that left knee, just kind of anchoring it into place. Left arm reaches away. One more breath in. Let's unwind to take the other side. Simple rock, and twist. Knees are stacked to the left, left hand to those knees, right arm reaches away. Breathe. One more breath. We unwind. Feet come flat. Press that low back down. We're going to lift those hips not even an inch off the ground. Just grounding the big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Lifting to engage those hips. Kind of feeling the back feeling flat and long. We have one breath here. And then we let those hips come down. Extend those legs for Shavasana. Eyes close. Back of the body becomes heavy with relaxation. If you feel cold at all, cover the body with something. Hips are one of the more important places to be covered if you don't have anything very big, but we really want to try to cover the whole body. Shoulders are tucked comfortably into the upper back. Arms are relaxed. Body is long. Each breath brings a little more relaxation, sends a little more tension out of the body. Focus on that space between your eyebrows. Engaging your intuition while resting your being. Jaw relaxes. One more deep breath in, let it out your mouth. Make your way to either side of the body, tucking one arm under your head for just a moment. And then gently rising to a seated position. Taking just a few more moments. Hands come to the heart. Watering that seed of intention. Remembering to be mindful during your day. Using kindness and compassion as much as you can. May all beings everywhere find this peace, this happiness, this freedom. May I do my part to make the world a better place. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Om. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me on this morning. I will see you again soon. Enjoy your day, guys. Be well, be gentle, and stretch out again later, right? If you do end up going to shovel snow or doing any kind of clearing, it's a great time for a bubble bath. Love you guys. See you soon.